The usual things. So, because she's not here, what happens now? Can't do stuff there. So let's go around. Can't do anything here. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Oh, yeah, that was there. Can't do stuff because, of course, I'm nowhere near yet. That is something. Must get some memories too. Lieutenant Muscat had been contacting the Tyrannus on an irregular basis to check in on the children's situation. I see. So you were able to rescue your friends. That is good news. Yep. Thanks, Chanel. Oh yeah, I have something I wanted to ask. Is that okay? Of course. What do you want to talk about? I wanted to know why you decided to work in the military. Let's say... I think it was around 10 years ago when I wanted to support my father. I was 18 then. He wasn't the president yet, but he was working so hard as a politician. Oh, you didn't want to be a politician? Instead of following in his footsteps, when he became president, I decided that I would become his hands and legs instead. But well, both of my parents ended up being strongly against the idea at first. Isn't being in the army dangerous? How did you convince them? The Kaiser was already growing radical force in Burman back then. I can't speak, seriously. When I explained that I would be able to help protect our people and serve our country, they finally agreed. But now we are forced to rely on your help, and I am again forced to face my own powerlessness. Chanel, you've already been there to help us when we needed it. It's surely a relief to hear you say that. Thank you, Chick. Your father may no longer be with us, but I am prepared to give my all to protect you all and Gasco. We'll do our best too. You've always done more than anyone else. We all know. I'll be in contact. Please stay safe. Okay, bye, Chanel. Okay, that is that. So... yeah, okay, this is official. Malt goes through here instead. There's still question mark. Is this Patimona village? I feel like this has happened before. How did I get out of here? Hopefully I can find someone else here. Hey, I haven't seen you around here. Where did you come? What did you come to our village for? Huh? Ah, perhaps he is a spy sent from a neighboring village. Huh? We're in search of bugs in the woods near the village. But I'm just trying to... Are you here to ravage our forests? I won't let you get away with that. That is exactly what I would expect from a son of the Chief family that carries on the legendary warrior spirit. Okay, come out here, spy. This is all a misunderstanding. Wait. Ryuche is the name of... Come to think of it, he kinda reminds me of Boron. Before, it's pretty much that. Either that or it is... Is it before or is it a parallel universe, so to speak? Not sure. Everyone please wait, you shouldn't be fighting. Finally someone who will listen. A few minutes later. That's why I'm here in search for my little sister May. Oh, I'm sorry. I too am sorry. Maybe the woman that lives on the outskirts of the village knows something. Her name is Catherine. Catherine, thank you. I'll go see her. Please be careful. Immediately. Was there always a house out here? I can't ever remember one being here. Oh my, who might you be? I haven't seen you around here before. No, wait. Have we met before? My name is Mold. Are you Catherine? Yes, I am. But are you sure we haven't met before? And the usual stuff over in here. In terms of points, I could be potentially getting myself one more. And... getting one more to potentially get him. Try to figure out who she is. Ask about May. No, wait a second. Ask about May? How would it be? I should be saying that, yeah. I don't think so. I'm actually looking for my little sister, May. The other children in the village told me you might know something. I see. So you're May's older brother. I knew you felt familiar. Got that one going as well. Slightly decreases damage against the Tyrannus in this battle. Why do I now get this? For fuck's sake. Also, in terms of stuff, I really hope that in the next playthrough I get not only what I have already gone through in here, but also the progression. Because if it all resets, then I have a problem. Still, it's true that May has visited me before, but I haven't seen her in quite some time. May came here? What did she came here for? I've never heard anything about this from her before. She mentioned something about being able to use my supplies for the Tyrannus. Why don't you take a look too? You know about the Tyrannus? What's going on here? It's a secret mode, but I'm sure there will come a time for you to know. Okay, I guess. Yeah, the usual. First of all... Yeah, I need to sell... Okay, I am screwed royally in here. Mainly because of the fact that... Jeez. So I still need those. I don't need any of those. The dormitory, I need just these. But I don't think I would be even able on getting any of those. So yeah, I don't really need this. Yeah, blueprints. I need to double check on those. There's the other one. I think I don't need those, so yeah. Yeah, it's just the advanced blueprints that I need. Get this one going. So yeah, cartridges I still need quite a bit in here. Coil? Yeah, I need coils, so... In terms of things, I could be potentially selling all the heavy stuff for now. Because I am nowhere near on those yet, I think. Yeah, let's make that happen. If I screw myself up with this even more, then... Whoops. And so be it. Yeah, metal plates for those, so pretty much that is that. And the usual with those, so yeah, nothing else I can do. Anything else with the wood though? No, it's still something that I need to do. Also with those, I could be potentially having it there. Skyfish. So yeah, in terms of stuff that is that amount, so I would be potentially saying I should be keeping those. Light bugs, I'm not even sure where to get those. I would be saying it is thingamajiggy only. Also, even if it would be still that I need. Yeah, in terms of bombs, I don't need any of those, so all of them. So, yeah, let's just buy. Material shop. We can get those going, and I can get them as well. Don't need those though, so this is going to be something, alright. Sheesh. No. For fuck's sake. Which button is what on the controller? Xbox controller. Xbox. I just need an image, thanks. So that is an A. Okay. So let's just have it here. Yeah, screw it. Okay, so stuff. I'm a little bit late and I am blaming Deltarune for this, or pretty much content that had been online for quite a while. But yeah, what the hell? Why am I doing things literally minutes before streaming? The fuck, the usual. Dark Barber 162 back again with Fuga Melodies of CO3. And I'm saying this now. What? Almost a minute later after it has been started. I would be saying 50 seconds actually. So, yeah, last time May got abducted, quote unquote, and I'm not really sure what's now going to happen since we now have 6 chapters to go through. 5 plus the 6th. But pretty much this one also counts as that. So, going in. And let's just, yeah, I didn't even, oh yeah, last time was also something because of, I really hope that I am not getting to do anything in terms of using too many items, because gee, what the fuck. getting over in here. You might think that the legendary warrior is just a character from a local legend, but it's all true. You believe me? You're a good person, aren't you? You can have this since we are friends now. Actually got that one now. Well, that's something. With a reincarnation of the legendary warrior, I'm actually way stronger than this. Okay. I'd quite like to investigate that forbidden cave in the forest. I'll be stealthy so I won't be scolded. Oh, but that was supposed to be a secret. Here, you can have this if you keep it a secret from me. For me. Jeez. Why basic? I don't need basics. And you aren't bald either, so be sure not to tell anyone. That wouldn't matter much, I think. Kind girl. All the adults are so scared of Catherine. Is she really that scary? She's not? You think so too? Thanks for telling me. You can have this as thanks. I can actually sell something more. Well, that's something. Maybe I should try and talk to her. Well, that's something. First of all, selling. And where are the tools again? There. I need to double check in terms of that because yeah, it is professional, at least on there. There aren't any in here. Yeah, so pretty much that can go off. So with that, that is that, and that's it, I think. Pretty much, and I'll leave it there. I would be potentially saying I should be setting the stun ones. Mainly because it only has a chance of doing stuff. If I have it for penetrating, we must sell those 2 stuns for 5 other ones. That would be then that. But I'll leave it. Also, yeah, continue, yes. Thank you very much. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but as long as I head towards the Tyrannus, I'm sure I'll figure something out. I hope that you find your little sister. Thank you. We had been there, so... in white and black. Are we actually getting there? Because that pretty much means it is literally what I said. We're getting into Solar to Robo territory, which was mostly in the second half. Which was also a plot point. And it now being here on this second half, even though Solar to Robo was 10 plus 10 chapters, this one is, I would be then saying 6 plus 6. So yeah. But in terms of I'm not even sure in terms of... Actually, in terms of things, it goes dead, even though in terms of less chapters, there's more stuff to do and more text. I am not sure about that one, though. Actually, it's mainly because the chapters aren't as base. I'm not even sure, very much. Whatever, continue. Yeah, we're still inside the ancient ruins underneath the sea of clouds. The children searched the area but could not find May. No shit, Sherlock. How long is that sentence, please? May was kidnapped, I'm sure of it. Kidnapped? By who? What are you talking about, Mold? Wait a sec. Also, I just now noticed it was on minus... No, for fuck's sake. Not there. It's having it there. Thank you very much. It was accidentally still on -10 on the desktop audio. Whoops on that one. I forgot to... Geez, I did everything else in the background before starting, after getting something else, not... whatever, I'm just getting in here. Wait a second, how could someone have gotten in here? Searching teleport history. Search complete. Bleh. I have detected signs of an unauthorized use of our facility's teleporters. There was one person teleported from within the machine you called the Tyrannus. Intended destination was the moon. The moon? You mean moon like the moon in the sky? Huh? A moon? Wait, this is preposterous. That would be possible in a comic, perhaps, but not in reality. This is a game though, but depending on stuff... Yeah, I'm really not sure. Whoa, are you serious? Although the children were both shocked and puzzled by the mysterious girl's words, there was another who had a much different reaction. And before he comes in now... The moon? We can return to the moon from here? Mr. Lynette, what's the matter? Is there a device that can teleport us to the moon here? Please, you must tell me. There was, however, it is lost to us now. While he was temporarily in control, the intruder destroyed the teleporter with my defense systems. That can't be. So Lynette, did you say something about returning to the moon? I did. In fact, the base we created is on the moon. We created, so I would be potentially saying, like it is pretty much implied because of the gloves and because of skin color and everything, he is a human. Similar to the person in the other side. Catherine, pretty much. A base on the moon? Do you mean to say that the Adventures of Sucre was a true story? It wasn't all just a comic? Who are you exactly? I come from what you would call the old world. After that cataclysm on Earth, I placed myself in a deep slumber on the moon. I awoke some 50 years earlier and returned to this planet to survey it. But it was no longer the planet that I knew. No shit, Sherlock, and same thing as well. The other thing was, within Solitaire Robo's second half, something else happened, but those that have been awakened earlier were, antagonists, I'll say it that way. I'm not even sure if that's the word I wanted to say, which I got hung up on. So yeah, whatever. Lynette's confession left the children unable to speak. I keep on pausing because it can go elsewhere. But even asked for more info, I would be saying believe. And I would be saying I think I need one more point. Well, actually, in terms of those, I got those already. wait, I get him at that? Well, that's something. Which pretty much means from now on I would then need to go tactics. I would be potentially saying, in terms of thing, believe, I mean, pretty much politely ask. I mean, May is up there, so it should be safe. Pretty much asking if there... I mean, he also came from there, so everything should be still I'm not even sure if it's everything operational, unless it's solar powered or even moon powered. Okay, I go in here. There's far too much we don't know. Please tell us more. But will you believe me? At the very least, we don't think you're a liar. Well, if that is the case, I will tell you all that I know. Okay, it's pretty much no matter what, it goes through here, but the way it's been told is going to be depending on what has been said. So it's pretty much just... yeah, it's only for points. An artificial intelligence named Jean once told us that the Tyrannus was a weapon from a long time ago. Do you come from that same time? That's right. In the past, I had heard stories about the Tyrannus and how it was built was a method to face off against the Venagant. However, due to my lengthy stay on the moon, I do not know the specifics of what happened on Earth and the old world humans. Princess of Juno, keeper of these ruins, would you enlighten us to what happened to the Earth? Would we potentially say we get to see similar things than what we had already seen in Solo to Robo? Depending, either that or descriptions. I believe I have the right to know, do I not? Very well. Not what I meant. Led by the Venagant, a vast legion of Titano Machina was deployed during the Great War. This drove the global environment to the brink of destruction, and it was no longer possible for all humanity to remedy it themselves. This I know. Yet there are those who wished for peace, those who worked to preserve the future. As did we, those of the Lunar Development Team. What was the full one? Was it just... I don't remember. There's an MLP thing, the Lunar Republic. I think it was a 3-part word, but... yeah, whatever. They were not enough of a factor to prevent the collapse of the planetary ecosystem. No shit, Sherlock, because weapons. Thus, in order to preserve the environment, I reset all of the old world humans. Can't believe something like that happened. Could this be? To think that it was by our own hands that we... Why were those of us on the moon not erased? Outside of range? Also... it's not there. It is forward though, but it seems so sensitive in here. I'm not sure, but still. Yeah, out of range. You two were meant to be reset, however unforeseen circumstances stopped this. Okay, that was also actually meant to happen. But that would pretty much mean would that also mean that if humans were even further outside of the range of Earth, pretty much like, for example, on Mars, or let's just go all the way out, Pluto, yes, would it still be within range to be reset, quote unquote? Also, how far is the reach of this reset? That is the actual good question over in here. Because depending on its power, it might be wide-ranging. Maybe it is pretty much almost like thingamajiggy, which then depends in terms of what would the reset even do. I mean, in terms of time and space and or whatever. I mean, I know what pretty much happened actually. Pretty much everything pretty much got darkened. Like an ice age, but it's actually a thunder age. Heavy thunderstorms, because one can't go through the clouds, because there's always heavy thunderstorms. Like, what was it again? No, it's not Jupiter. That's because of extreme heat. Or was it something else? I mean, one of within our solar system might have something else similar in terms of 24/7 ultra heavy thunderstorms. In terms of you can't go through that. So yeah, I suppose that could be considered a stroke of luck. I had not been able to receive information from Minerva. I'm not sure if I said that one correctly, it might be. The Juno sent to the moon and was unable to verify its state until moments ago. Was Minerva functioning? Minerva, you say? She had supported our team without issues. That was why we believed that we would survive after the reset by entering Corona sleep. Maybe that's the other thing over in here, because it semi-counts as a reset state, because the reset needs a living being, and since within chronosleep it's technically not living in terms of condition of living, pretty much being conscious, I would be saying. Or even cryosleep pretty much means it's in cold, pretty much nothing moves. Therefore, it pretty much might be out of range because it did not count them as living beings or living humans. Pretty much it skipped them. Pretty much they won by a technicality. But she never informed us of what happened to Earth. Why is that? I suspect that there is a connection between the intruder who stole the backup data and the person who was teleported to the moon moments ago. What? Mentioned them earlier as well. Who is this intruder? He called himself Maestro. I believe you are familiar with him? Maestro? Something strange. That should be a name I know. I see. I understand that you do not recall the specifics of what happened in the deep depths. Maestro stole the backup data of the old world humans, from my databases. His aim is to destroy this current world and use the stolen data to bring back the old world. The thingamajiggy. this is pretty much implied. That is what might have happened at the very end of Solo to Robo after the DLC mission. It is after that, because story-wise, she, aka Emotionless Girl's voice, which might actually had a name back then, I think, pretty much said that there is a protocol in terms to make that happen, but it has not been given, or actually it has not deemed, or pretty much the world above has not deemed it worthy of that to happen yet. Pretty much in terms of stuff has been dealt with upstairs for the second time, and that would pretty much mean all of story beats pretty much for all the, yeah, what would then pretty much occur in terms of actually destroy the current world and use the soul data to bring back the old world. Pretty much just bringing back the old world would pretty much get the conclusion that it would destroy the current world. Pretty much by bringing back the current world to the old world, they go back through the clouds. And because of the, I would be still assuming the heavy, ultra heavy thunderstorms of in here, because it goes through that, everyone will get wiped out because of that. And when everything is below, pretty much everyone is gone, and then the reset would happen. There. So yeah, also I saw something in the background for just a little bit. I don't care, nobody just stays in here, whatever. I do feel like I remember Maestro saying something about that. Again with those. I mean, it's within the session, so... the last session, I mean, last week. That's when he... and that's when he kidnapped May. It appears that your sister's power may have some connection with his ultimate goals. To stop him, you will need to venture to the moon, where he and May presently are. And how do we get to the moon? I thought the teleporter was broken. Correct. The teleporter is no longer functioning after Maestro took control. Additionally, it is not possible to teleport an object as massive as the Tyrannus. How do we get there? The same way as we had been already, which pretty much means we need to upgrade the Tyrannus one more step so that it can go through space. Because it already has the energy to fly, and with that, pretty much it needs a bit more power to fly through space. I would be saying. Wait, could there be... Is there a rocket left? A shuttle left, perhaps? Yes, there is one shuttle left that is capable of carrying the Tyrannus to the moon. There's going to be something else, though. Why do we need something... That shuttle needs to be huge. However, yeah, pretty much. There may no longer be a way to return to Earth from the moon. Maestro wants to destroy this world, And he took May to the moon to do just that. We have to go to the moon and rescue her. I'm sure that she's waiting for us. Things will work out once we get there, right? We'll save May and everyone else too. We may think about how to return once we arrive at the moon proper. I am positive we will find a way. Let's go teach that guy who kidnapped May a lesson. It's nothing a hero like me can't handle. We must all return home together. Of course that includes May. Something like the moon's nothing but a short trip for the Tyrannus. Ahem. Wow, the moon. I've never been there. I can't wait. May is one of us. We won't let Maestro use her for his own goals. You will of course take me along as well, won't you? I have some things I must retrieve from the moon. And you will require a guide, will you not? I dare say I am fairly well acquainted with the moon. By all means, Mr. Lunette, you would be a great help. Pause for a second as well. Why does this now remind me of Final Fantasy VIII? Disc 3. Something similar. But it's something else. The children loaded the Tyrannus onto the shuttle as per the mysterious girl's directions and prepared for launch. May. Just wait for us, May. We are coming to save you. It took me 40 years. Catherine, I'm going back to the moon. If only we could have gone back together. I'm looking forward to guiding you all to the moon. On the moon, there. Please do not leave your seats during launch. Children of the new era, I entrust this world to you. Of course. Go. Also, so yeah, cloudless. So I'm not sure if contradicting to what I just said, what I knew in anything else from Solid to Robo, unless there might be places where one can still go through, but if that would be the case, then would be then saying it is would it be later? I'm not even sure about that. A few minutes later. Edge of Earth's gravitational field. We have left the atmosphere. Transitioning to inertial. Inertial? I'm not sure. Light. I almost stopped breathing. I can no longer feel my own weight. This is a very unfamiliar sensation. Woohoo! I can swim in the air. This is what zero gravity feels like. You will get used to it once you calm yourselves. More importantly, can you show Earth on the monitors? Forwarding the shuttle's camera feed. That pretty much means it is just heavy clouds, but it might still be true in terms of heavy thunderstorms, depending. Actually, that was Even at that, I'm not even sure if it happened during... I mean, it happened only during the heavy cloud layer itself. So pretty much by going through stuff outside, which would then be depending. Yeah, not really sure. So I'm not really sure if that one plot point got pretty much misremembered or pretty much just simply not used. Which pretty much means, when does this game happen? If it's the same continuity. It's kinda hard to believe that's the planet that we live on. Yeah, I never imagined I'd be looking down at it from somewhere like this. Oh, geez, I'm having a headache for whatever reason. There is much about the Earth that we have yet to learn. I would like to not speak, thank you. Or pretty much done talking. Or just commenting, thank you very much. The Earth I knew was much more blue. Now it is covered by the sea of clouds, and it is difficult to see the ocean. Oh, come on, you can pretty much still see it. It's not that difficult. Otherwise, it would be if it's not like this over in here. For real, it might be potentially if it's more thick cloud layered. Or pretty much more clouds and whatnot. Because then one would be pretty much not, or be having a harder time seeing through. Ocean? I heard that there was water underneath the sea of clouds. Is that what an ocean is? Yes, it is. I wonder if the planet will ever return to that magnificent blue. The sky is very dark. The earth is blue. Garen, was it? You're very knowledgeable. I haven't heard that in a while. Which pretty much means that's still canon. Garen, who looked for God and found nothing. Was this also... I'm not really sure if that one is known or if it was actually something from somewhere else, because I think look for God and found nothing. I think it was from somewhere. I'm not really actually it might have been potentially Metal Gear Solid 3. During the last speech of the boss. Mr. Lunette, we would love to hear more about you. What was Earth like when you returned 40 years ago? Let's see. I shall begin with the time before my long cryo sleep. There we got that. Also, why does it look like Final Fantasy VII now? In terms of the right dude, middle somehow, yeah, somehow reminds me of someone else. Same with the left. But it's, nah, whatever. The Lunar Development Team was concerned with the escalating war on Earth, so we continued our work on the moon. One day, we suddenly lost contact with Earth. Like you, I recently learned that this was due to the reset. We lost communication and consequently, that means to replenish our supplies. Thus, we decided to enter cryosleep. What is this cryosleep? Oh, he is going to be something over in here. A technology that minimizes physical aging and energy consumption by freezing the body during a stage of sleep. Also, yeah, in terms of that, What would happen if the freezing does not occur in that phase? Like, I would be potentially saying it should be always scanning, check for signs of sleep, pretty much have a fail safe for having a check multiple times and have it returned true that the person is sleeping multiple times. I would be potentially saying, depending on stuff, 10 times in an interval of once a minute. And then that would be there. Because if it freezes during not sleeping, pretty much while conscious and anything else, which is pretty much yeah, the usual fear in terms of like X'd alive. I'll say it that one. Pretty much insert anything in the within the X in that case. Pretty much, yeah. That is pretty much the reason why one would be afraid if certain something does not have during when it's been decided it should be occurring. This method allowed me to live for thousands of years. I like to sleep, but I don't think I could sleep for that long. Didn't think that was possible. Wow, and you don't freeze to death? That's so weird. You woke from our long slumber roughly 40 years ago. We, being myself, my dear friend Pierre, and Catherine, my lover. In the end, we were still unable to contact Earth. Not only that, things we had never seen before were happening on the planet. Catherine and I left to investigate Earth, while Pierre stayed behind to support us. With that means they might be, Pierre might be with the two of them now, depending. In our long absence, the Earth had become a whole new world, where people such as yourselves lived on floating islands. In order to continue our investigation without attracting attention, we hid our faces and identities. That's what all the masks over in here. That would also matter to... Oh, wait. This is going to make things interesting, because within the next chapter, in the beginning section, we then know about that fact. But we might not be able to because of others being around. So pretty much we need that as well. And potentially yeah. Also with Lynette over in here. Yeah, we pretty much know the 3 names. Pretty much we can say that, and then pretty much we should be getting a few more things, which means stuff will be going. Also, in terms of everything, I'm still talking and I still haven't reached the first intermission point. In order to continue our investigation, I had that one already. However, unforeseen circumstances, the usual, led me unable to contact Pierre and Catherine, which leads us to our current state. In that case, why is it that you draw comics? I believe that if anyone knew of Catherine or the Lunar Development Team, they would recognize my comics. The name Lunette comes from the... Okay, that's something. Comes from the Lunar Development Team's code name. And the white owl is the mascot of the team too. I created the story itself with motives from the old world and incorporated a theme of returning to the moon. So that is pretty much that over there. Which means... Also, yeah, because of that, I mean, he would be then... Yeah, that's still going to be something. I'm not sure if he's still going to be inside his room for that. Potentially. Also, in terms of stuff, I'm not sure how this will go because of us now being... now floating around, which means there might be new animations incoming. Depending, the Tyrannus is able to pretty much normalize all that. So yeah. And well, this is just between us, but I had always dreamed of becoming a comic artist. Caught up in Lunette's bashful laughter, the children could not help but find themselves swept away as well. Through Lunette's laughter, though Lunette's laughter was warm, the children could not help but notice the slight sadness in his voice. Three days later. Let me guess, it only continues once we land on the moon. The shuttle carrying the Tyrannus had finally reached the point where the moon was in sight. Oh, no, wait a fucking sec. No, wait, that would be that. Which means it would be then going slower if it's going there. If at all. Depending if it goes there. Or something. Or pretty much, yeah, there has to be something there. It's kind of strange. The moon always looked so smaller looking up at it. I have detected a large, well-maintained area on the surface. I lead the facility that we used as a spaceport. We should land there. Roger, shifting to landing gear. Already? What does that mean? We crash land on the moon? Almost sounded like that, but nah, it's not that. Lunar spaceport, so pretty much we are there. We have arrived at the lunar spaceport. No abnormalities, jeez. In gravity control detected. I was feeling pretty floaty until we got here, but now I can finally move like normal. I would be potentially saying normalized, even though it should still be somewhat slow moving. I think I might be a little sick. How would that even be? A moon sickness or something? I'm not sure if it counts. No, I'm completely fine. My body was so light, if only I could be like that all the time. The wonderful experience that weightlessness was should still be the case somewhat, I think. It was pretty rough with everything floating around. Haha, it just felt like my stomach fell. but a very mysterious sensation, almost like seeing something you couldn't see before. It's pretty amazing losing all your weight like that. Can't wait for the ride back home. That was the best. It feels like my head just cleared up. Can I please get to the point where I don't have to talk as much anymore? Finally, I'm back. Alright, let's go see what's outside. Wait, there's no oxygen on the moon. And it's extremely cold. If you open that door, we'll all die. Huh? That was a close one. Mr. Lunette, the base is nearby, right? Should we go there? Yes, you're right. If the base is still functioning, there should be oxygen inside of it. The usual, that's pretty much the reason why we don't have anything there. And because of us being then inside, which then means everything is back to normal, for fuck's sake. The base is located. The location of the lunar base is within my databases. Did you just say? Or could you have that information? There's a lot about the Tyrannus that we don't know, and we don't know much about Chethy either. I see. Now routing towards the lunar base. Alright, let's go. Eesh, almost 1 hour of pretty much... Okay, I was about to say something. Finally, first intermission. I am. Almost thought something. Holy God. Pretty much I don't have any tools. And I don't have anything here as well. Yeah. Which child does not have a skill that can burn an enemy? Oh, does not have a skill. Might burn an enemy. I think it sucks. Unfortunately, you're incorrect. Perhaps it was a little difficult. Yeah, pretty much. Come on, I'm rotating. I mean, depending on stuff I'm getting around there, but in terms of usage, it's the usual that are mostly on high levels. How should I know who does what? Mode was to correct that. Okay. I had him hover the entire time, but I wasn't sure about that. I was pretty much... Actually... Wait a second. Wouldn't that mean it's not what they currently have? I am going to check something, because if it's going to be a future answer... Yeah. Okay, this is going to be something. Character. 3 hit armor. Yeah, he has it not. Oh, Suggs was the one that has it. And pretty much inflicts burns. So pretty much I was fucked on that one. So yeah, that was last time. It's even animated, because of course a whole bunch of stuff happened last time, which was way too much. To the moon, literally to the moon, what the fuck. Also, in terms of that, I do not know about that game, so if there are any parallels there as well, then I'm not sure about stuff. Either way, May. Yeah, she awakened the same mysterious power that Maud has and was kidnapped by Maestro because he wanted to use that power. Which would pretty much mean, although it appeared he was helping the children, his true plan was to use Maud to access ancient ruins that he could not otherwise enter. Yeah, how do we know his entire name? What is this, please? I mean, depending on stuff, we only know the first one, which is apparently enough. Gold? Would it be Godefroy or Godefroy? I'm not sure in terms of, I mean, French, so pretty much, yeah, baguette, whatever. Do from Arsch. Yeah, it's actually a German joke. Do from ass, pretty much. A member of the Lunar Development Project? It was T. Why is it project now? Unless it's interchangeable? And friend of Lynette. Fuck's sake. Yeah, it is there. Old world humans. Old world human should be. He's not mutable. He's singular. So yeah, that one should be actually fixed. But since there still hasn't been an update, are there actually anything over in here? Because geez, what the hell? The author of The Adventures of Surge, he never takes off his mask. He is secretly a surviving old human. There it's said, but within the race, it's not that. Catherine, she is a member of the Lunar Development Project. Lynette and his partner of a man known as... yeah. Wait a second, do we also know his? Why is this pretty much there? Should we even know that? Lunar Base Lynette 1. What is this, please? The lunar base built by the members of the Lunar Development Project, Lunette. It is so well preserved, it feels as if it weren't long since it was just built. Oh yeah, the reset, a phenomenon that occurred to the old world humans. Whoops on that one. Hello? Oh yeah, I thought I had that one already. Reset. It was the final measure taken by the Juno to protect the Earth from the environmental destruction that would have occurred from their wars, and entailed erasing all old world humans and storing them as data. That is pretty much what happened. And that's the reason for the backup over in here. The thing is, that's the backup, which pretty much it's pretty much the reason. There are pretty much two kinds: the actual save and the backup. And the backup. Does it pretty much mean there's only the backup? Whatever, there should be something that is pretty much saved. that has been said storing them as data, which pretty much is not the backup. I mean, it is the backup. It is quote unquote the backup, but it's not the backup. Like if I have data, pretty much the data that I have currently on the system is not the backup. The backup is if I have that data elsewhere as well. So pretty much if the current data is gone, I can go back on the old one, since that's the backup. Old world humans, the people who lived in the world before K9 and Philaneko. Also, how the fuck did it got there? That is actually something that has not been explained. I think. Actually, there was something, but it still did not explain that. That is something else. The Great War, a large-scale war that occurred in the old world. It involved the indiscriminate use of weapons of all kinds and left the planet on the verge of destruction. The Lunar Development Team, otherwise known as LUNET, the Lunar Development Team, pretty much a team. The project is dead. It's officially. Those that are on the project is the team. So pretty much okay, now it makes sense. Was a group of people from all over the world to work together to develop the moon for humanity. Okay then. Backup data of the old world humans. The compressed data form of the old world humans that were reset. Yeah, which pretty much means that is the backup, which means there's also the live one, unless that one has been destroyed. The first old world human to venture into outer space. Also, in terms of stuff, we are getting to the end of stuff here. Also going in here, 50 pages for fuck's sake. I can't believe it. There's a city on the moon. I'm not dreaming, am I? Such technological prowess, it's unthinkable. Who could have... Please, me. Who could have created such a thing? Jeez, what the fuck? Woohoo. Sulka and the others gathered their courage and entered the mysterious city. They were surprised by the advanced technology and carefully proceeded forward. As they made their way down the long corridor... Children of Earth, welcome to the moon. It would appear these are the inhabitants. We don't seem very welcome here. What exactly are you? You might call us Lunarians. Lunarians? So, you did not come from Earth. I am the person in charge. What? Our language is difficult to translate. I would be saying stuff is going on upstairs. Jeez, leave it. Especially into your language of Earth. You may call me Commander Z. So, what did you bring us here for? You're supposed to, you're suspected of aiding in a crime. You are here for investigation. What? What did we do? Yeah, we didn't do anything wrong. It is likely. Because you came here with me. Convalian? What are you doing here? A place, a teleport gate, inside of the lunar rocket. When did you... Why would you go so far to come here? For some reason. To come home. What? This is my homeland. I am what you would call a Lunarian. In before Master is pretty much the same one then? Which might be something we get more information of once we get there. Also 8, 9, 10. Aren't that many left though. And in terms of stuff, it is very bullshit to have that as an end title card. As an end card. Jeez. For GOG. Going everywhere else. Going over there. You pretty much can't do stuff there because the usual. And yeah, really can't do that one. And I would like to get what was the other one I would be potentially able to get? I can't go that one. I said something in terms of what I could do. I mean, it's for 300. Which is pretty much 1,000. Which would pretty much mean we can still get it. Yeah. Because in terms of things, Eat, Tog, Tog. So pretty much in terms of stuff, we have just 3 talking, which is both of the helmet ones, and getting to go to the moon has gotta be our biggest adventure yet. Depending... I wonder where May is. That one got leveled. More detonation time? No, less detonation time. After 1 turn. Wait. Would it pretty much mean if it is already gone, it counts as going instant? Strong attack that may inflict darkness for 5 turns. Well, that's something. And that one leveled, just more damage. Anything? I'm pretty much checking anyone who is on somewhere between there's more near level 5, otherwise I am going to do stuff. Nah, Jen, you won't be going with Suggs. Same here with the 2 of ye. Didn't I had it somewhere where I was going stuff? Doesn't count. That is that though. Yeah, we don't have anything at all, so... Well, let's get stuff going then. It feels so strange seeing the planet we lived on so far below us. I want to go to lots of different places and try on lots of fancy clothes. Is there time for that? We'll stand out if we go... Once it's peaceful. And then maybe I can take the Tyrannus out too. I might not be able to be like Hannah right now, but I'm gonna do my best. So immediate in here. And then lower the... Okay, it's that one. I can even cook like Hannah now. I haven't cooked at all. I want to make the Tyrannus cuter. What do you think? Let's not waste our time. Let's put a big ribbon on it. Big ribbon? It sounds super cute. Let's do that. There needs to be stuff done then. I might not be able to be like Hannah. You had that one. Why do we still have to fight when nobody wants to fight? Because we have to fight, that's the thing. I think I might actually like flying because it's not so bumpy. If it's really calm and elegant, I actually don't like heights. I think I like how bumpy it was. Left. Right, trips are always better when they're nice and calm. A link event. Also, in terms of stuff, that would be pretty much just barely enough for stuff. Oh, thank goodness. What? What's wrong? I had a really bad dream. We were all going to save you, and if it's chapter 1, we were fighting everyone. The enemy surrounded us, and that really must have been a bad dream. I don't know why, but I feel like I have seen that happen before. Because of chapter 1. I didn't know if it was just a dream or not. So I went looking for you, and I feel better seeing you now. It's okay. Something like that would never happen in real life. I would never let it happen. Yeah, when you say that, it feels like you really will protect us no matter what. Really must be a prince. That's a little embarrassing. With something else. Usual stuff in here. Going upstairs because of that. I really want to try going outside. I wonder if we're still gonna be fighting in the Tyrannus in the future. Fighting never ends. That doesn't sound too bad. We are the chosen warriors. Left. Yes, it sounds really cool when you put it like that. Tyrannus is the best, I love it. I decided that I would only pull pranks when the timing is perfect. That's something. I hope I'll get to write on the... wait. No, I said it correctly. I hope I'll get to write on the Tyrannus even after I become an adventurer. Do you still want to fight? The adventure would get too easy. Because unnecessary conflict. The upstairs? Yeah, adventures wouldn't be adventures if they were that easy. Getting to adventure outside of Gasco is the best. It would be pretty cool if I could prank the guys we were fighting. How would one even get to that? I can't wait to read the rest of the Adventures of Sucre. Last chapter was a cliffhanger, so I am very curious. Left. Right? What are they going to do next? I mean, the last two were cliffhangers, so pretty much it is always a cliffhanger because there's still more going. Hey Maud, I had a weird dream. Again? A weird dream? There was one where we were going to rescue you, but the enemies were too strong, so we couldn't save you, and just forget about that dream. Look, all you did end up all you did end up a sentence pretty much question mark. I mean, it is correct in terms of what's going to be said in here, but in terms of the sentence itself, look, you all did end up rescuing me, right? Gee, depending on stuff and how you read it, it can be looking or sounding wrong. So pretty much, that's why English is just what the hell. Yeah, but it was just so realistic. For some reason, it feels like I've had that dream too. It was... that I was just so frustrated. And I just knew that if we could do it over again, we wouldn't lose. Do over. What's wrong, Maud? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking that I'd hate it if everyone got hurt because I was kidnapped. I would do things over as many times as I had to. Right, but if we could do things over, that what would happen to our old selves? This is all about a dream, isn't it? I think it's best to not dwell on it. Yeah, you're right. It just felt like it wasn't a dream. If we do our best, we wouldn't need to think about doing things over. Yeah, sorry, I said something so weird. Let's do our best together. I'm counting on you, Hag. Hadn't it been the case in the preview to this game, as the secret unlock for the second game, to 100% it, in terms of getting all the cogs, would pretty much mean that thingy-majiggy. What was I going? Yeah, that it is pretty much real what Heck just said. Let's just go, because there's nothing else and stuff is more happening, and because of stuff it would be... at least it would be a double heal though. Approaching machines detected ahead. I would be potentially saying the reason now is because of Maestro pretty much getting them against us. Programming them to go against us. Could autonomous units still be functioning? Maybe autonomous robots that routinely perform maintenance around the base, but it's hard to believe they are still functioning. Warning! The approaching unit have targeted us. Probability of an attack has increased drastically. Armed units on the moon? Damn it, Lunat, get back. Everyone get to your positions. I apologize. It isn't all going to be something, alright. Also, because of stuff, who has the multi-shot now? I think she has been brought out because she was too useful. Because of the multi. And I would be potentially saying that's the reason why she has been pulled. And she had been given power. And I'm also not really sure if we are getting her back within this chapter. So Holy Embrace, I'm not really sure on that. Let's get stuff there. And HP is recovered the higher the usual. Not even sure what corrosion does. And even with that, it is quite something. Not what I wanted. Corrosion. Status elements are more easily inflicted. Oh, it's that though. Fuck's sake. That's pretty much I can have better time on things. Usual with that one. So I'm leaving it with that yet. Also nice crit. Yeah, we get that one. Confirming destruction of enemy units. Analyzing. Numerous other signatures detected ahead. This is impossible. There were no weapons on the base when I was here. There isn't a need to have weapons here in the first place. What sort of enemy would even come here? Does it mean that they knew we were coming and prepared this for this to fight us? I would do such a thing. I'm sure Maestro would. He may have been someone with ties to the lunar base. I do not wish to believe that such a person would have been among us. The development team was founded for the sake of all humanity. So, depending on stuff, It might be someone with stuff or has been corrupted. That's another something. Let's go see the base. I'm sure we'll find May and our answers there. Yes. The children steeled themselves to face their enemy awaiting on the moon's surface. Even with me being a little bit on the slow end, I'm still faster. What the hell? What much is there to say? No dangers. Defend. Prepare for self-destruct already. Oh yeah, in that case... Oh, wait a second. After one turn... Get it in here. Yeah, I'm doing it that way. Oh, you can also get that, which is pretty much something. First of all, fuck off. Yeah, get the super. Also, in actuality, get it there. Which means there. The skills right away. Oh, that's something. This is going to be something, alright. But that still counts for that. We get that going. This is going to be something on having it that way. Nice. Have that for... What heal was that? Don't get that one. On to he. The fuck downstairs? Was about to say something, so... I am pretty much going to go there. That one's gone now. No. That is not needed, so... I just have it there. That was enough. Ah, kinky. Wait, I have the risky zone in here. Let's have it there. Already have that. Whatever. And then nice. And make that happen. 4, nice. A bomb I can sell. Ah, transmission, what can I do? Ah, there's stuff. Are you on a diet? That is something else over in here. So So yeah, you know what? I am going to get stuff going in here. Since apparently we can get stuff in here and potentially it might do something, I'm not sure even. So let's go. But every day you need a word with me. What's up? I've heard that you were traveling alone and I was curious if you had any stories to share. I've only traveled outside of Gasco for business and your travels seem quite interesting. I guess we do kinda live opposite lives. Oh my, but I don't particularly think our philosophies are different. I believe that one can only give back to Gasco once one is able to take care of themselves. I guess that makes sense. In that case, I'll tell you about the thingamabobs I got on my travels next time. Please do. What's it? Speed up. Let's just make that happen. That's something. Ouch. I'd be saying I'll make that happen. So that the duels can then happen. And that. You're still alive. There we go. Neato. Yeah. Geez, after this one is going to be a whole lot the usual again. I need the double in here. Yeah, I need him to be off. I'm not sure on stuff, so I'll leave it here. That's a bit much. Gee, that's a whole bunch even. That much is alright. Okay, not what I meant. With that one, I would be then saying, get it over in here. Geez, that counts. Yay. Got stuff in here, please. Okay, now it counts. I mean, in terms of stuff, it is the usual, but I don't get much. Should I go in here? Actually, because of things, let's just go save. Because I would be potentially need to conserve SP. And let's just go. Oh, you cunt. Double recovery. Why am I doing it there? Oh, I should be saying, why do I have it there? Okay, first of all, have it there. Then I need to switch it to someone who has stuff. Which pretty much means there. And let's get it there then. So, let's get a triple. Yeah, have a bit of fire. Leave that there. And a triple. Let's have it that way so that we go back forth. That would pretty much mean that would be going there no matter what. Oh, nice. That one would be a heal for everything. Somewhat-ish. The usual. Let's get some more stuff in here. Just get the risk zone in here. Have defend. I might have an idea in terms of how I'm going to do stuff. It would be there, because I can do it there, and then I can do it there. Let's make it. Ah. In that aspect, I would be potentially saying I'm going to do it there. Ah, fuck, wrong one. Well, it would still be there. God damn it. That was a bit too quicky. Kinky ass, geez. There's also a neat thingy-majiggy in terms of getting rid of that way. Nah, it was the other thing that was there. Fuck, wrong one. Yeah, have it there. If it was there, would be there either way. That was it already. Their actions took a while, the usual. Fuck off. Neato. Tools elsewhere. Okay, can I do anything in here? I would be saying not really. Actually, one thing I can do is disassemble. Potentially, not sure. You can go and do stuff. Oh, that's something. Metal. Do I even need metal? Yeah, I need metal plates, so that is that. I don't need any of those, so fuck off with that. In terms of those, no, it's ammo that is elsewhere. This one is something else. It goes for 4 after 2 turns, which pretty much means it is dead. Does it then count as an attack though? But after 2 turns, that is not enough. Not create. I'm not sure. That's a no. That's a no. It's very much a no because it takes. I mean, I would be getting there either way, so let's just continue. Nice. Nice. Sheesh. And nice on that one as well. Need. Halfway point just. Stuff is going on, so. Okay, stuff is going on in here for one. Second of all, this might be a 2-hour session. Part. Which might be because of everything that happened at the beginning. Depending if the second one will also go there, it will be... Nah, either way. We'll be there soon, May. We are coming to save you. May will be okay, right? He's not going to... he's not getting off easy if he did anything to May. I'm sure there's a reason behind kidnapping May. Doesn't matter what the goal is, there's no good reason to kidnap May like that. Why do I... Yep, if you're gonna kidnap someone, you gotta kidnap the leader, me. What does May have to do with Mastro's plan? I'm starting to remember more about that weird place. Why did I forget all of that? Take back our world, with the exception of those imbeciles that destroyed it in the first place, that is. And then we'll wipe out all the beasts of this world. Don't make Mo do those bad things. To be able to intervene so early in her life with that power, I could lead this world to any potential future. It's perfect. It's finally done. My long-awaited plan finally come to fruition. Back again with the long stuff. Astro needs May to achieve his goals. I'll be fine. I'm worried, but I'm sure that May is fine. Do we even get to see, like how it has been with Hannah and Jill? There we go. We need to rescue May. We need to stop Mastro's plan. Okay, this is getting towards... Yeah, I need to go over in here either way. Otherwise, I would be needing a 10 and 10 to go through there. And I still need a whole bunch just to go over there. So... yeah, in terms of things, I still need a whole bunch, so... Actually, in terms of things, we need to rescue May. I know that May must be feeling lonely, but I won't let her feel that way any longer. Hearing Mo's declaration and the smile that adorned his face, the children nodded along in agreement. Together they headed further forward towards the lunar base. Yeah.